Uh, Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everyone. Alright, now tiny races today. What have I got? How long? 8 minutes? Should I do... Starts in 10 minutes, okay. Alright, so let's just do... I'm going to forget for sure, but might as well get some distance on my gravel bike. Make sure it's giving me the good wheels. Sometimes it doesn't. There's the... Remind me in chat just in case I forget to change my bike. Now I'm doing Sunday morning rides, so it's the last in the time slots of the tiny races. I haven't actually managed to watch any of the streams of the tiny races. What got my attention was the F1 race, the sprint race. I was trying to catch up on that. Turn my microphone down maybe because it's getting close to the peaking. Alright, U-turn. 8 minutes to go. I swear it doesn't make any sense. I thought the races were all on the hour. Is it because the pen... Where's my home events? So it's 8 o'clock on my thing, but is it because of the pen? 8:03, okay. It's all sorts of weird things. So 0 to 2:30 starts at 8 o'clock. And then 8:01, and then 8:04, 8:03 and 8:02, depending as you go up in the ZRS score. I'm going to the Italian villas, that's where I want to go. Hey Michael. Has anyone did you do the tiny races? Anything unusual happen with the power-ups or anything? I keep forgetting, but this week I'm not forgotten. You only get one power-up per race. I'm not going to blow it like I usually do. Oh, speaking of which, get some sugar. I'm actually close to breaking through the 700. I'm not like that close. What's my scores? 677. So I think with the ZRS score, even if I win these races, it's weird because if you race in a big group, you only get like 5 points or something. If you win with 3 or 4 riders, you get 20 points. I don't think I'm going to win, but just in terms of if I pull a couple of freaky results out, I still won't hit the cut limit. I've got it's really super windy today. It's going to be 30 degrees, which is not super hot, but it's hotter than it has been. So I thought I'd get on the bike earlier today. You'll be able to see, always forget, out here, you'll be able to do the wind cam. Hopefully the doors will get blown closed. I've got it propped open, but if it gets really windy, maybe it will. Getting a great warm up in here. I just quickly checked the F1 in America. I don't know if anyone actually watches this, doesn't want me to spoil the result. I only watched the first corner. Being an Australian, I go for Oscar. I haven't actually seen enough of the first corner incident but it's dramatic. I haven't seen the qualifying for the main race either. Alright, so what should I do? What do you think? Is everyone, well, Michael's the only one in the chat, Michael. What do you reckon? Do you reckon there's black on the background? It kind of looks odd in OBS because OBS has got everything else around it. Maybe it looks okay. Last week I ran Zwift, zoomed in and blurry on the background, but I think it was a little bit distracting. I could fill it with non-sponsors. I want to put the chat here, but I keep forgetting to put the chat there. For those wondering, this one. 4 minutes 38 to go. I'll enter the pen after this descent. Still got ages to go to upgrade this bike. I'm on level 2 of the gravel bike. Good warm up. Got a better warm up then. Ugh. The good thing about tiny races is basically the first race is the warm up. Now I know they're all downhill finishes, but it's a trap. There's definitely uphills in these races. Especially, well, all of them really, I think. Okay. Well, maybe the only one, probably the first race. What's the... Anyways, just get in the pen. Change bike. And I think for this one we'll go with the disc. I'm still a C-Cat rider. Oh. Nice fat stomach. That's why I'm a C-Cat. Watts per kilo. That's what it's all about. So I don't think it's... How's my... Oh, my sound's still a bit loud. Going a little bit more. The I did a race the other day where I... Which one was it? Nothing exciting. These tiny races won't bring me into BCAT. I don't think I'm capable of BCAT. I have to do an individual time trial, even then. Doesn't really matter. I'm not doing ZRL. Maybe this series, or well, whatever the next round is, I might do ZRL. My goal at the moment is to see if I can get to over 700 ZRS whilst remaining a C-Cat. Don't know why, it seems like a stupid thing to do. Surely there must be a way also to see what the highest C-Cat ZRS score for a C-Cat rider is. I think all of these races, maybe I'll get burned on one of them. I don't think I'm going to get blown out of the water in one of these races, which will sandbag the ZRS. We'll see. maybe particularly hard today. My camera's a bit lower today, so when I stand up, my head's gone. Alright, get a bit of water. I'm gassed after that warm-up. How's the sound? I haven't got any music anymore on the streams because I figured people are going to be they can listen to their own music. It's problem with YouTube is you got to be careful what music you use, otherwise it gets cranky at you. I got the in-game sound. You've got in-game sound, so that's alright. Everyone loves the don't tell me that's going to kill me as well, I think. Advanced is just hard. I used to love doing advanced, but damn, those finishes are always so long. People would just start ramping up, and then the sprint would start 800 metres to go. Alright, don't blow the power up. It's a bit easier in this time slot usually. It's definitely a lot less riders. Fan, yeah. How you going? Third one, is that the Richmond, isn't it? Out of all the ones I looked at, the third one definitely looked horrible. Especially with the new pack dynamics where you can't get a super tuck through the group. It used to be my saving grace in Richmond was get a super tuck through the group on those kickers, or before the kickers, to get momentum. So now I'm down 10 kilometers an hour or something before I even hit it. Alright. Get on a little bit of momentum. Yeah. I hate that finish too. It's downhill, but it's not an easy downhill finish. The one that I'm sort of interested in is the London one. Many moons ago, I won that in the elite category by catching them all by surprise. Ever since then though, no one's been taken by surprise by that tactic. So stretched out. But being a much smaller group, that tactic might work again today, especially in a lower category. Alright, what do we do? Stay with the group. Stay with the group. Momentum here. Use it. I might catch up again, but might as well use the momentum while I got it. Probably nullify this now. Coming back together again. Stretching behind there. See if we can get a group of 4 maybe. No, all back together. Probably the best time too, heading up this hill. Need all the draft I can get. Yeah. The worst thing about tiny races too is that the less fit you are, the harder they are. Less recovery. Double whammy. You go deeper, you got less time to recover. Yeah, exactly. I'd rather do these than workouts. Alright, start to pay attention time. Feels like we did this race, this course, not that long ago in tiny races. Maybe not. Usually I'm happy with the top 10, but there's only 26 in the group and I'm 21st at the moment. So, top 10's average. Well, if I finish 10th. Somebody's got the toilet paper socks. Right, all rise here. If there was only one race, this is where I'd go. Go hard up this hill. This is the first race. Yeah, so far the first race has been my strongest race, which is no surprise, given the lack of base I've got. Alright, don't get stuck on the front. Oh, it's been thrown. It's a fast finish, so too late to go at 300. Get ready. Get some draft. Take the front yet. Here we go. Should have done the draft for longer. Yeah, Michael, I thought I'd jump out of the draft, cut the corner. The problem was it jumped out of the draft, cut the corner, and lost the momentum in the draft. You feel 62, all right. Hey, Darren. It was so much easier in this time slot than the first time slot. Top 5. Okay, make sure I change the wheels, I think, because just in case. I don't think the next one's, I reckon the next one's disc as well. I always do this because otherwise weird things happen to my save. Want that? I'll do. Save. I think this is rooftops, isn't it? It's a centre rooftop, but .682 my ZRS score now. Well, far from 700. Surely I won't break 700 in this. Alright. Shall I use the disc? Because the rooftop's really drafty. Mind you, I say that, but I keep forgetting the rooftop's a lot further than it used to be. A lot further. Exactly, I'm going to see, Michael, what am I doing talking about discs on a climb? Just get to the top of the climb and then see what happens. So yeah, discs. If anyone says discs, I'm going discs. And then I can blame the chat. Because I've got to get to the top of the climb first. There's no point having a fast sprint if you're off the back. You can see the LG far more power than me. Time's cutting down. I got to get to this. Alright, we'll go discs. Go discs. Try smoking. No way, Michael, you troll. This is why I don't pay you. What do people think of the stream? Should I put a background or is it better with just black? No distractions. Speaking of which, has a sound. Alright. See how keen people are before this climb. Hopefully not keen at all. First time I've done a seated acceleration out of a tiny race pen. Pogacar. Hashtag Pogacar. There's not much recovery, is there? I hate going through the arcade. 100% sure because of the carpet. It just feels worse. It is really windy, so I think the draft also comes and goes, comes and goes. It's not like this effort, is it? You can't see my graph, but it was blue and green, now it's grey. What do you mean don't care about results, Michael? It's live. You know the tiny races of the world champs every week. But yeah, you have a good point, which is what I love about tiny races is that you get 4 goes to get 4 messes up. I used to hate, well, I still do, hate riding for an hour, killing myself, get to the finish and mess it up. Especially if it was a race where you're actually feeling quite strong, come the finish, and you mess the finish up. Tiny race, you mess the finish up and it's on to the next one pretty quickly. Yeah, you'll see me in 0 to 500 next race. This rider's just hanging off up the front. Is it the same one? Oh shit, I've got the hill. Concentrate. I'm going to drag this disc up the hill. Hashtag disc made me lose. Right, this is a climb cam up, isn't it? Down this hill. And then to the right. I hate this climb. It's too long now. Should I stop and change, Michael? It's a power move, isn't it, using the disc? Because if you do well, it's like, well, I even had the disc. If you do badly, it's like, well, I had the disc. Not my fault. Chat's fault. I need a rest. That rider's got a good gap. Gonna get smoked on the downhill though, I'm sure. Or maybe not. I might smoke us on the uphill. Alright, get to that first little bump. Here we go. I come up to that kills me. Some draft. Amazing. Didn't go very hard. I did. Not everyone else. Thank God I got the disc. Don't let those guts grow, people. Come on, push. Close that gap. There we go. Gotta go now. Too far behind. Second place, amazing. Oh, fourth place. I lost the draft and I had to go. It worked out well in the end. I don't think I would have. These guys are gone. 5 minutes to go. Okay, just got to join the pen. I ain't got time for this. Got to reload a new world. Yeah, I was relying on the others to close it, and they lost the draft. .687 ZRS score. Yeah. Only good thing about this course is that when I've finished, I'm done. The last race, the group waited too long to sprint. You can see how much momentum I had on them. Even if they started sprinting, they were gone. Do I want disc? Yeah, I go disc. Too late to change anyway. It's a punchy climb. Usually it's very short. Alright, pocket jar. Seated acceleration. Oh. Alright, anvil. Only one anvil. Do I use it at the finish or use it to get as far up the road as possible on the first descent? Well, as far into the catch the front wheels or whatever's in front of me. Get momentum into that second climb. So we're using it now. Bold. Probably like me every week. Thinking, oh, there's a banner coming up, I'll use it now. What a genius I am. Alright, keep the momentum going. There we go. Use it. Don't have a sprint right now, that's for sure. I'm toast. Gotta use the anvil off here. Get the wheels. Alright, rest. Used your handle too early. I swear it was going to be longer. Oh, absolutely wrecked. Save it for London. Okay, 20th out of 25 should keep my ZRS score stabilised. Yeah, that's when we got the watts per kilo. All the power, all the endurance, all the training. Super tuck, be my friend. Where's this guy? Keep him. Oh, he's got the anvil. There's no point, is it? uh, 8 minutes till the next one. Thank God for that. Oh, look at that. Best watts per kilo. It's a pretty close battle up front. 4.9 plays 4.1. I think Senecal might have been a bit dumb. Yeah, Seabit tuck. I've been practicing the Seabit tuck for a while now. 4.9 is a short course, but still. Could have done 2.8, couldn't he? What an idiot. That's my graph. Looks like I've done. Look at all that red. That was like a 1 hour ride, that'd be awesome. At least my heart rate's working today. Not a cheat. Oh, I forgot, I was trying to get, I was so used to seeing more numbers. I was thinking of all that pizza slices when I was 0.93 or whatever it was. Okay. Alright, I got a long rest. What's happened in the, does anyone want no spoilers on the F1? You better type it fast because there's a delay. Not that I know what happened in qualifying. Yeah, I've done this one before, Miguel. I've won this one in Elite. It's actually the first time they had this event and I won it. Or was it the second time? I'm wondering if the same tactical work or not, because when I did it in the Elite, it took everyone by surprise. But then, ever since then, everyone's been doing the same thing, well, all the big hitters. So, but this isn't the elite anymore. And it's a smaller pack too. Let's do it with like 120 riders. With only 26 riders, or whatever's in the event, it may well come off. Especially if there's, so far there's been a guy off the front by a good margin. So if I do the attack, bridge over to them, I think, yeah, exactly, Michael. My attack used to go, well, I did, when you turn left onto the bridge, you use the momentum as everyone's easing up, trying to position. Go then with momentum to the group. But the problem is, it doesn't work because everyone starts sprinting on the downhill of the bridge. Whereas when I went the first time, people were still confused. They went as they started to hit the escalator, as they turned right, which was too late. So, I don't know. Yeah. So I don't know what happens in this group. Well, it depends on that climb, isn't it? If we do this all the way to the finish, I'll be fine, Michael. I can do 76 watts for another 10 minutes. Well, they'll probably take, what, 20 minutes to get to the climb. The, what's it called? The, whatever that thing is that you go up to the right from the river. Grosvenor Street climb. And that's a rest-ish on the descent. Alright, what have I got? Definitely near the disc. Whoops, hit the brakes. I think I got the discs though. I think I was stupid enough to go. That's why I lost that race, wasn't it? Bloody discs. Yeah, I saw Verstappen won the sprint. What happened to qualifying? I saw that the two McLarens collided. I'm not sure who they're blaming yet. Having a look at it, even as an Oscar fan, I think maybe, well, he was going for the gap. He had the undercut on Norris, but I don't know where, was it the Hulkenberg? Don't know where the Hulk's supposed to go. They'll probably say it's a racing incident, but worked out well for Verstappen if he didn't get a penalty for the qualifying. Alright, let's end the ride. It's so windy here today. Don't know if you can see on my wind cam. That's the reason why I'm doing an earlier ride, because it's going to be not super hot, but hot enough with the dry wind. 30 degrees. It's not getting to the 42 degrees. 43 degrees, which we get. Oh, I've got a pole on my back. That's going to be painful. Okay. At least it was only a sprint event in terms of McLarens, because if that happens tomorrow, they're going to be so nervous. I don't think Verstappen's in with a chance of the championship, but you don't want to open the door, unless you're a Verstappen fan. You'll be cheering. I really think, though, that McLaren really messed up. They should have, once Norris, that gap came after Norris' car broke down. That was it. You get behind Oscar, guarantee the Drivers' Championship, because they're going to look so stupid now if Verstappen comes back. And the thing is, for Oscar, it's a win-win situation, because if he wins the championship, yeah, he's champion, but if he loses it, people just blame McLaren. and Norris wins it, there'll always be that air of what if, because of team tactics, papaya rules or whatever it is. That's McLaren's fault. I actually like Norris, but I just feel like he's been put in a stupid situation. I think I probably wouldn't actually like Oscar in real life. Maybe he's be fun to hang around with, but I don't know. That's that private schoolboy thing that I dislike. Go Lando! No, I definitely still want Oscar to win. And if you're a private schoolboy in this chat, I don't mean that. I just mean the local Melbourne private school. And if you're a local Melbourne private schoolboy, I didn't mean that. Alright, here we go. I got Christian Horner in the race. Alright, seated acceleration again. It worked so well last time. Wow, it actually... Oh, someone's sprinting now. That was a lot easier start than... I suppose because people would know it's a really long flat section here. Well, sort of flat. But he's not. It was a M Horner. There's also the Red Bull, ex-Red Bull manager too, Christian Horner. Or is it just Chris Horner? Was it team principal? Whatever you called him. Okay. So here's my arrow now. There's that guy off the front again. The Saint Rider. 876, get it under draft. 876 ZRS now. Thought it was going to be an easier start than this after everyone put out of the gates. There's two riders at the front pushing the pace. Get away from those sticky drafts. Wow, those two riders are absolutely driving at the front. I think everyone's keeping them in check. It'll be interesting to see what happens on the climb. If they've got more in the tank. Everyone else will go hard on the climb, of course. But they've got a gap. I kind of want it to go. Gives me something to get across to if I'm actually keen for a move. Plus it makes other people work too, to close it. Yeah, it's pretty hard here on the flat in the draft. Not looking forward to the climb. Gotta watch this split here. 2 riders ahead of me. Slight sticky draft there. Gotta ease up on the power. Alright, bunching up. Getting ready for the climb. Momentum into this climb is going to save me so much energy if I get it right. So I think I am. I'm losing momentum. Didn't get it right. Safe, safe. Here comes that momentum. Alright, watch this little spot here. It's dangerous. Go on, McBean. Keep pushing. There we go. Okay. Here we go. Concentrate, positioning. No way. One more kick. There we go. Where's the wave? Fuck, wrong one. Oh, it worked, didn't it? Worked that time as well. So, 4.3. He wasted it. I was a bit worried. I went over that brow of the bridge and there was a rider next to me, almost keeping pace. I was like, okay, time to pull the pin on this. But he they all eased up. Well, maybe. Let's do a Zwifty Zwifter. Let's have a look at that. What happened? Where's my stream? Bear with me. Where's that? A few moments later. I haven't got my scene set up for Zwifty Zwifter. Zwifty claims credit for that. I'm not giving it to you, Zwifty. I know I was within 2 kilometres. Where's my stream? Your videos. What's happening in the chat whilst I'm warming down? What's happening in the chat whilst I'm first of all go to my stream, warming down. I've got the technical skills. What's happening going here? Alright, here we go. Pause it there. Back to OBS. Build a new scene. Actually, I'll just add it into this one, shouldn't I? Window capture, display capture. No, I don't want that. Window browser. Yeah, browser. Oh no, not browser capture. Get rid of that. This is all sorts of stream masterclass. Window capture. Okay. There we go. Now everyone can see my channel. What I watch. Now where's my windows? Look at my stupid face. Alright, how far have we got to go? Alright, so I go around this corner and then hopefully everyone can hear me. And then I go here, of course. What are the numbers people are doing? No one's like this. What's the guy on the front? 5.9, 5.5, 4.8, there's a 6. So they all drop off now, don't they? 3.9. This is where they're like 3.6. That's where the race was lost. The guy doing 0.2 at the front. Yeah. Don't need to see more of that. Oh, one more kick. Don't need to see more. It wasn't a masterclass in power. It was just, there's a layer. You're on. Pulled the pants down. I did that with the elite race. I didn't think it would work in this one. People must have forgotten. Oh, it worked in the river. Oh, I can't, that's right, I can't go backwards in it. Worked that time as well. The event. Well, according to Zwifty Zwifter's definition, that was a Zwifty manoeuvre. 4.3. It was within 2 kilometres. He wasted it. He's classified it. I think it was within 2 kilometres. I definitely didn't do an attack for longer than 2 kilometres. What I love about that attack is that really, once you get to the stairs, that's it, it's done. I was a bit worried you might get caught from I went over that brow of the bridge, but you really can't. And there was a rider next to me. Change the outcome. There's no point sprinting down the stairs unless you've got 1400 watts. Time to pull the pin on this. You can rest and then kick it out of the corner again. But the time to be gained there. They all eased up. So well, maybe. It's all done by the stairs. Let's do a Zwifty Zwifter. So reality is you sprint from the bridge to the stairs. Where's my stream? Oh, is it? Thanks for that. I thought I had my sound off. Bear with me. Where's that? Stupid. What is this, some kind of Zwifty podcast? I haven't watched back the podcast. It was so kind of funny when Zwifty had played about 5 videos and then when I'm doing a podcast with myself. If I ask myself questions now, and I've got to say the answer now and then ask myself the question, don't I? That's a spiky bend double. You just got me breathing hard. Sounds like a two-man. I can't go backwards. I was leaving the event. No one's chatting. Did anyone congratulate me for that? I should. This is what you do when you win, isn't it? Great race all. Thanks for letting me win. Such a humble winner that I am. Is anyone going to respond? How dare they not tell me how great that win was? That's the problem when I'm racing and streaming. I don't ever really have the companion app open, so sometimes people send me messages and I miss it. I just think I'm a right knobhead for the wrong reasons, but they're right. But that, in the elite race, which I suppose the other guy is responding to them, Michael, the other Ben. In the elite race, everyone's on the board of that. So I didn't leave the event. I'll get to the top here after 2 minutes. I'm going to change back to the gravel bike. Get myself 2 kilometres or 1 kilometre on my gravel. Ethan's going to enjoy his stage 5 gravel bike, which will be like riding a steel bike in Zwift by the time he gets onto it. I've forgotten saying that. Ethan, if you're watching this in 15 years' time, I'm sorry for being douche tuber. Do you think YouTube will be around? Has it been long enough that things like MySpace and what was the other chat? I forgot it is. They were too early in the evolution of social media, weren't they? Problem with the world today is there's pretty much only 2 or 3 organisations in each space. Everything's got a monopoly. Doing the BMX. I saw what's his name? Cordon. The old In the Drops podcast member got himself a real life BMX. Did he get that? I haven't watched the video. Did he get that from Zwift? Because damn, it looks like the Zwift bike. It's the only thing I dislike about that space is that it's really annoying when people get free stuff and you don't. I really wish I had a BMX. So that I could sit it in the corner there, in the background. I could put it next to the door, couldn't I? Just here, all blurred out so you can't see it properly. Maybe I get a cardboard cut out. Problem is a cardboard cutout probably cost $100 just to get that printed. Okay. At least he bought it. 40 quid. If I had the time and the resourcefulness and couchitis, I'd do a video about going and buying a crap bike from what do you call it? Here we got a place called Siri. There's other bike places. Basically, it's just bikes that some old guys volunteer to fix up, you can go there, you can pay a small price, get a bike. It's old and crap. Because I've actually got one in the shed what I bought for 40 bucks just before lockdown, I think, or it might have been during lockdown. I could stick this on the trainer now because could easily, yeah, exactly, more clutter. My shed is so cluttered. I've got Di2 components sitting in the shed. Such a waste. I should sell it. It's got to the point though where I almost feel like don't sell it because I don't know if it works. And then the hassle to see if it works. Because the reason why it's sitting there is that the battery blew up and took the PCB board with it, so I couldn't even replacing that battery. Wouldn't work. Anyway, I digress. I've been very tempted to make a video about how you can make your own Zwift ride quite easily. And you don't have to be skillful. You just got to go to the man in the shed, tell him that you want something that doesn't fall apart and impale you on the seat post. Doesn't even need a cassette, doesn't need a rear wheel. Even the front wheel can be missing spokes. Don't even need a tyre. Don't need shifters. You just need a derailleur. Get a new chain. Front chain rings, perhaps. But most of the time, the bikes, people don't ride those sort of bikes far enough over their lifetime. They usually potter to the shops with them. Yeah, they need maintenance, but the actual chain rings aren't worn out. And then you could probably get, like the bars are easy. You don't need to have proper bars in terms of, they don't need race bars. You just get ball horns. That's what I'm talking about, those bikes for, like, it's adjustability. All you do, because what are you going to do with a rear seat? The problem is you can adjust the seat on a Zwift ride, but the seat is different. So if there's two people with the same butt, it's fine. But the reality is, like, if Whitney wanted to ride this bike, even if I adjusted the seat, she hates the seat. So all you do is you just get 2 seat posts, 2 seats, a quick release. Put a sticky tape around each spot that you put it in and you just undo it, bang, done. That is done. And then for the front handlebars, you just get the stems that are adjustable, so you can just change the stem up and down. That's all you need. You just get, that's done. I don't see the difference between that. Now, okay, maybe the cranks, but I don't see, it's a very small market for someone who's 2 very elite riders who are both using the same bike and really finicky about their cranks. The reality is it's going to be someone like me who has a wife or a partner who delves into Zwift, and you're buying it saying you can ride it as well, just so you can buy it. But it's going to be like what happened with Whitney. I got her set up on a bike. She rode it for about, I don't know, maybe one ride every few days for about 3 weeks. And she just fell out of it. You got the crank adjustment, but that's so niche. Like if you get 170mm cranks, that's going to cover everyone. The women ride to work every day on 172.5s. Unless you've got someone who's an elite rider. But then if you've got 2 elite riders in the house, you're not going to have the same bike. You're going to have 2 bikes, completely different bikes. So yeah, there is situations where someone needs completely different cranks. But my thinking is most of the time that people buy it, yes, I can adjust it for my partner, but the seat is the issue. Well, yeah, but that's exactly it, those bikes. So you can get one set of cranks at 165s if it's for also you and your partner. I could ride 165s even though I ride 175s and 172s. It's not going to make a difference to me. It just means I just change the seat height. Maybe the bar height if I get really finicky, but I don't ride 20 hours a week anymore. If I was doing my zone 2-3 hour rides a week, it's done. It's now just the crapping on. Ben, you missed a double bend. It would have been triple bends if you were here. Those wondering, it's Ben Riz. I can turn around now finally. Oh, I've got to change bike. Got to get the all important upgrades. But yeah, I mean, if you got the money, you might as well get the Zwift Ride. But in terms of the value for money, you can get such a nice setup. What am I doing? Wheels. You can get such a nice setup if you really wanted to, especially with the handlebars. You could easily swap out handlebars with the right stem. So then you've even got width adjustment. Well, you guys with Zwift rides. Like, I can see why, like, the great thing about the Zwift Ride, literally, is you just order it online, it turns up at your door. That's the thing, and the man in the shed. What's that in the distance? Oh, I thought it was the moon for a second, but it's the London Eye. The man in the shed does take a little bit more involvement. I think it's also because I used to tinker with bikes a lot. Being a bike courier, pretty much rebuilt 2 or 3 bikes. When Whitney was riding on Zwift for the very brief period, I don't think I would have, I don't know, the problem with streaming, if you're a woman, is very different, very, very different compared to an old guy like me. When Whitney was on the bike, because I knew that she wouldn't last on Zwift for very long, because she kind of reluctantly got on it. It was during lockdown. She'd ride next to me while I was riding on Zwift. She'd watch her Crunchyroll animation, and then more views. But the thing was, I'd have the camera set up just as I think I was just messing about just to play with OBS. And so I could put it so she was riding next to me on the scene. I think I was actually thinking about doing a stream like that. But I was kind of doing her dirty because I set up the mountain bike for her just to see if she gets into it. And she really hated the road bike position because she's not a bike rider, so she was so much more comfortable on the mountain bike. But the thing was, she'd be sitting there like this, and I'd be down low. So it was kind of like with Zwifty and I in the podcast the other week. She'd be sitting up really high and I'd be down low, but the problem was, for women, they pay a lot more attention to the angle. She was like, I look so fat, because she's up here. So she was not keen at all, even if I wanted to stream. So if you really want to, that's probably why Zwifty loves riding down here somewhere. It's much better angle, isn't it? It makes you look skinnier and more beautiful. If you like up here, shows the age. Oh, I've got to climb these stairs. And the other thing is, occasionally I've seen shorts. I don't really get a chance to watch many streamers. I think I watch far less streaming now than I used to. Occasionally there'll be a female pops up, and it's impossible not to, I probably shouldn't say it on YouTube, but if you're a female riding a road bike, it's a very different view. Yeah, Nathan Guerra's, are they engaged? Anyway, Nathan Guerra's partner streams. But I think Kristen Kulczynski does it. You've got to have the bike off to the camera off to the side. That's the important part. Is that why you got the Zwift ride? My bike, not in a sprint, but I was ages ago during ZRL when I was racing with the Aero community team. I did the Mercury Island climb, whatever that gravel climb is, and on the way down, my bike came off the trainer. I was lucky it was on the downhill. I was like, what's going on? I'm falling sideways. So it didn't like completely come off the trainer, but it came out of the... Basically, I couldn't pedal. But luckily it was on the downhill. Back in the days when you can... Oh, couldn't you not? Super tuck. Anyway, I was on the downhill, so I quickly jumped off the bike. Put it back in the drops. The dropouts. Kept on going like nothing happened. I think everyone's bike's come off the trainer at some stage, hasn't it? The issue is if you don't take the bike off the trainer, eventually I'm going to the Big Ben. Eventually the quick release. I suppose it depends if you've got disc bikes, probably don't have it. Hey Camille, I've got more views now than when I was racing. What's going on? Speaking of which, I definitely warmed down now. 9:16 in the morning, Ethan will be waking up. Yeah, well, I had myself, because I actually won a race. And so I did a Zwifty Zwifter and went back and watched the race on YouTube, but I forgot to press stop on YouTube, so I was chatting to myself. It was a podcast for a while. Oh. But surprisingly, because I won the elite race many years ago doing the same tactic, and then it never worked again because everyone was awake to you start sprinting you go in the reverse distance. Maybe you want me to reenact it? No, I won't though. But just to give you an idea where we are on the map, as you come around this corner ahead of me, you come through the group with momentum, and then you get the momentum up this hill and sprint like bugger from there. Sprint like buggery. My door's freed itself from the block. I've got to show the outside world. It's so windy today. That's why I'm doing the early stream, because it's very windy and hot. So I thought I'd get on the bike early. But you won't get the jersey yet, bikes. For likes, you only get the jersey at the end of the season. It's kind of annoying. They don't really explain it very well, because I've got rounds and then the season or whatever it is. So this last set of races doesn't count towards the jersey, unfortunately. It's only it's in the finals, which isn't actually officially in a ZRL event. It's actually a WTRL event. You got the jersey. Is it from the previous series though? Because I saw on Facebook someone asked the exact question and they said no, it doesn't happen this round. It happens at the end of the season, which is what happened with the helmets. And the problem was everyone's got a helmet now, so they had to get something else. But it will be funny if you got the jersey, Ben, and they've accidentally released them early. So there's going to be hell to pay if people get jerseys for the round one and they weren't supposed to. Well, no, on Facebook I can check, but they got asked on WTRL Facebook. Let me check. But I could be wrong, because it is WTRL Facebook. They don't necessarily have what they say isn't always necessarily true. There'll be an official announcement in the next 24 hours, but I want to personally acknowledge that some of the new systems and process we introduced for ZRS this season have not gone as smoothly as we hoped. I don't want to leave anyone confused, fed up, or in the dark while making the majority blah 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 blah. No, it's not talking about the jerseys though. It's just talking about When was that though? 17th of September. That was 5 weeks ago. Where's the post? Why is the post not in chronological order? Recent posts. Anyway, everyone knows how to get the Facebook page. So, yeah, so I think it's last season. Anyway, but I could be wrong. So I do like the fact that they bring in jerseys, because the helmet, like, I don't even bother wearing my helmet. It was a crap helmet in the first place, and I want the hair, but I'd wear the jersey. Well, actually, I haven't seen the jersey yet. If it's a terrible jersey, I wouldn't be wearing it. But what they should do, which they won't, because they can't implement it, it'd be amazing if you get a paint job for your bike to go with the jersey, any bike that you got. So I don't know why they can't do that, because surely the paint job's in the game. If you've got a WTR specific paint job, it should be just a simple thing to splash and dash it on every single bike. That would be cool. I'd actually probably, well, I say that, but I wouldn't. It'd have to be specific to each round, because otherwise it'd be like the ZRS hat, where everyone has a ZRS hat and you just don't want to wear it anymore because everyone's got it. But it'd be amazing to have a bike and a jersey the same colour. Well, same colourway. Anyway, I got to stop because Ethan will be waking up now and getting cranky, and Whitney's got to do some teaching. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing with the jersey. So next WTL or ZRL round, you can't wear it. Yeah, I'm definitely going, because I'm not doing the PRL full. All right, thanks for watching. I've got to get going for the day, and those who are just finishing the day, enjoy your night or evening. I'm going to count to 5, remember? Peace out. I did the wrong way around. Doesn't matter. You